aspects of leadership within us, and it takes all of us to make Cook Primary School the best school that it can be. So at Cook Primary School, we all fit together, and tonight we are going to recognize some very special pieces of that puzzle. Before we do, if you are a faculty or staff member at Cook Primary School, please stand up because you took your personal time to come out and support these babies that we love. If we could give them a round of applause, thank you. And I love my job, but I wouldn't look nearly as good if I didn't have them. So I absolutely appreciate my faculty and staff and the time that they sacrifice for these kids. We're going to get started with some high achievers. This year, we decided to recognize the students with the highest Lexile in reading for kindergarten, first, and second grade. We did that because when they get to the elementary school, Lexile is what they measure in Georgia milestones. So we want to be sure that our kids are prepared when they get to the elementary school, and we want parents and kids speaking that language before they walk through those doors. And believe it or not, we can get a Lexile from a kindergarten kid. Our first recipient has the highest Lexile in kindergarten from Miss Rebecca Knowles' room, Miss Sarai Smith. Come on up. Come see Mr. Holly. And those of you who don't speak teacher, Lexile is a measure of your ability to read on grade level. So these are our super readers. That's what we call them. I love it. Didn't you see her? Did you see her shirt? And she is too. Congratulations. You go see Miss Katie for me, okay? Good job, sweet girl. All right, first grade. The highest Lexile in first grade goes to Fisher Roberts from Miss Brandy House's room. And in second grade, the highest Lexile is from Miss Kylie Rollerson's class, and that is Jamison Pope. All right, little Hornets, you got to help me with something. Reading is important, but so is... Absolutely. We say that every single month whenever we recognize our super readers and our math masters. In math, whenever you take an assessment, it measures your quantile. So what that means is, how good are you at math? And we are going to recognize the students with the highest quantile in kindergarten, first, and second grade. Our math master in kindergarten, straight out of Miss Stephanie Curry's room, is Mr. Cooper Marlette. And in first grade, the highest quantile comes from Miss Larkin's room, Harlow Wilkerson. In second grade, the highest quantile comes from Miss Bryan's room. That goes to Patton McQueen. One more round of applause for our super readers and our math masters. Another thing that we love to recognize at Cook Primary School is growth. We all have the ability to achieve, and we all have the ability to grow. So we'd like to recognize our students with the highest growth in reading first. In kindergarten, out of Miss Melanie Lawrence's room, Chase Traylor. In first grade, out of Miss Whitley's room, Jacob Brooks. You can keep going right that way. You're doing good.
We will send you back that way in just a second.
He wants his picture now.
What?
He wants his picture now.
Yeah.
Thank you for being patient, Jacob. And then in second grade, our highest growth in reading goes to somebody who has been working really hard, Mr. Jakai Mays, out of Miss Butler's room. All right, one more time, Little Hornets. Reading is important, but so is? You got it. So we've been doing some growing in math, too. Highest growth in math, we actually had a tie in kindergarten. The first highest grower that we'd like to recognize is Wyatt Folsom out of Miss Betts's room.
So grown up, aren't they? So grown up.
And tying with Wyatt is Miss Marley Kelly out of Miss Lawrence's room. In first grade, out of Miss Finley's room, highest growth in math goes to Mr. Noah Hayes. Good job, Noah. In second grade, out of Miss Crosby's room, Miss Nora Rowan. All right, Little Hornets, way to grow. One more round of applause. The final thing that I'd like to talk to you about that's going on at Cook Primary School, other than reading and math, is we are trying to grow some future leaders, and we talk about it every day, all day. Everybody has the ability to lead in some capacity. So we have an award called the Shining Star Award, and those are our leaders. We have leaders in pre-K, kindergarten, first and second grade, and those are the kids that if you don't know what to do, you look at them and they're exemplars and they're role models. Our shining star, super shining star, because it's for all of pre-K, for the first semester, Mr. Hunter Darling out of Miss Akery's room.
Oh. Oh.
Our super shining star for kindergarten is in Miss Rosetti's room, and I don't know that she was able to make it, but we still are super proud of Miss Isabella Willis. First grade, the super shining star, role model for his peers, is in Miss Baldry's room. Brian Bergeron, come on up. That's you. Come on, Brian, it's you. Good job. He's tricking y'all because he usually has a smile bigger than mine every single day. Our second grade super shining star is in Miss Jessie Daly's room, and that would be Brooklyn Lawrence. Come on up, Brooklyn. And then the final super shining star that we'd like to recognize lights up Cook Primary School on a daily basis, Mr. Bryant Street. Come on up. Come on, B, that's you. Good job, B.
All right.
Go get your candy, B.
Been clapping for everybody.
And let's go take a picture. One more round of applause for all those super leaders.
They don't want us to photobomb their pics, you know.
Right.
All right. We are going to take a minute to talk about the people who get our kids to school and get our kids home from school. I have personally never driven a bus, but I've ridden on some on a field trip. One, I don't possess the driving skills, and two, I just think that God anoints bus drivers. They really do have a gift. Not only do they have that, but they have a really hard task of getting our kids from home to school, from school to home. They're the first impression of the Cook County school system that a child gets for the day, and they're the last thing that child's going to remember going home. It's my distinct pleasure to recognize a bus driver who not only gets our kids to and from school, she also works in our building. And to know her is to love her. She is one of the most unassuming people with one of the biggest hearts that I've ever seen. If a child has a need, she feels it. If the teacher is buying treats, she wants to go in halves without being asked. If she's ever worked with you, she wants to work with you again and again and again. She does not like to move, but I can put her anywhere and she moves and grooves. So not only is she a phenomenal asset to our transportation department, I wouldn't want to be the principal of Cook Primary School without Donna McCall.
this way.
And we do have one more award to give away, and there is definitely some trickery and hocus pocus involved in this one. Another person who is the definition of a servant leader is the person who's going to receive our Heart of a Hornet award. I can tell you that this person has been with us for about 5.5 months and has completely transformed the culture and climate in our school. This is a person who loves their job, and I don't think that he ever knew that he would enjoy the land of gumdrops and lollipops. But you can't get the kids to get off of him. He's supposed to be scary and law and order, but those kids run and jump on him, and he just holds them and loves them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He keeps us safe. There is not an inch of Cook Primary School that this man does not know. If you don't believe me, you try to come in and do the intruder drill, he can find you in 43 seconds or less, and that's a fact. Chris Whitley, you are the heart of a hornet, and we appreciate you.
They won't have to wait.
When they ask why I work all the time, this is it, Sheriff.
So if y'all can't tell, we love each other at Cook Primary School. That is the place where your kids have to go to learn to love school, and we take that job very seriously. That's more important than reading. That's more important than math. That's more important than Lexiles and Quantiles. They've got to know that they're safe. They've got to know that they're loved. Then we'll work on the rest of that stuff. So thank you, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, or anybody who came tonight because they love one of our babies. We appreciate you. Education is a partnership, and we consider it a privilege to partner with you. Merry Christmas.
All right, guys, this is the portion. Y'all are already used to it. Y'all can be excused if you wish to. We're fixing to start the business part of the meeting.
Good job, Aaron. Congratulations.
Everybody wants to stay for business.
No.
Y'all are
Except
welcome
Mr.
back
Hutchinson.
around. Yeah.
Isn't he required to stay? If you pray, you gotta stay. I don't like that.
Won't be long.
I got a blanket that's about that color that brought coming in.
Glad you came.
From Alaska, and it's got all the little towns in Alaska.
Hey, Sheriff.
Yeah.
Ask you a question.
Looks about like that.